Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sebring, Florida, as we get ready for baseball. It is Machine Pitch Division I baseball here on JockJive.com. It is in audio only, for the most part, broadcast. We have a scoreboard up that we'll try to keep you updated on, and that's all because of Internet. We are at the mercy of the bandwidth of Internet, so be able to get enough juice out to get you some audio coverage of Holmes County taking on Spring Hill American Columbia. Holmes County is the visiting squad. Aiden Millett leading things off, wraps it over towards short and then into left field. And Millett is on to begin things for Holmes County. And with the throw around the infield, Millett goes ahead and takes second. So a base runner in scoring position to start things off. And by the way, machine pitch, T-ball, when they're 7 and 8 years of age or younger, I just don't put an E in the book. Now, it's not the official scoring book, but in my scoring book, if they get aboard, they've got a base hit. And Millett is on at second for Peyton Simmons. Let's take a look at that lineup for you. Aiden Millett starting things off. Peyton Simmons batting in the 2 spot. Mason Suggs is the 3-hitter. Trace Pelfrey batting fourth. Levi Curry is in the 5 spot. Liam Pajuda, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but if not, feel free to get me the correct information. I'll get you a shout-out number here in a bit, which is also correct the announcer number. Jackson Peel batting in the 7 spot. Corbin Creel hits 8th. As the pitch is not to the liking of Peyton Simmons. DJ Baggett in the 9 hole. Hunter Nelson hits 10th. Caleb Aran is the 11 hitter, and Aiden Simmons in the 12 spot. Fouled away by Simmons. So we got a pair of Simmons. Peyton batting in the 2 spot. Aiden batting in the 12 spot. Millett on as we get this one underway. A little bit late. Slated for a 9 o'clock start time. We get underway at about 10 after 9, and that was due to a number of factors. The preliminaries overall went just a little bit long. And then the conversation at the plate between officials and coaches goes a little long. And then there was an adjustment on the pitch machine that got us to about the 10-minute mark. But we got baseball underway on a cloudy day here in Sebring. Holmes County decked out in the gold, the blue on the sleeves. As Simmons will swing and miss and go down a strikeout victim.
Now batting, number 34, Mason Suggs.
So one away with Mason Suggs coming to the plate. Taking a look at the defense of Spring Hill American Columbia, you've got Ian Williams right there beside the pitching machine. Behind the plate is Easton Hawkins. First baseman Evan McMurdo. At second, Witten Lott. The shortstop is Will Wilkie, and Bubba Smith's got third. In the outfield, Jacob Morales is in left. As that is wrapped by Mason Suggs into left field. Millett on his way to third. On his way to first is Suggs. Millett putting on the brakes at third, but the throw that came into the infield allows Suggs to get to second. So now a couple of base runners on. And both in scoring position with one away for Trace Pelfrey. Rest of that outfield for Spring Hill American. Ryan Boynes in left center. Right center is Mark Ventalcro. And over in right field, Anthony Zito. Couple of base runners on as Trace Pelfrey steps in. Levi Curry moving to the on-deck circle. I mentioned Holmes County in the gold jerseys, the blue sleeves, the white trousers with a dark blue pinstripe down the side. Spring Hill is in the familiar, I call it baby blue. One hop right back up the middle, knocked down by Williams. Goes over to first, got the throw there in time for McMurdo, but pops out of McMurdo's mitt. Then the throw to third will allow Suggs to score. Millett has already done so, and Pelfrey winds up at second.
Now batting number 13.
So a couple of runs plate as Holmes County takes the 2-zip lead. Levi Curry coming to the plate. Base runner in scoring position is Pelfrey. Levi Curry pops it up against the backstop. We're talking about the decor for Spring Hill, the baby blue or the Columbia blue or the powder blue. Got a lot of different names for the light blue of Spring Hill and the black numbers bordered in white. Got the white trousers and the Black pinstripe down the side. Levi Curry swing and a miss and a 2-strike count on Curry. Machine pitch baseball state tournament. These All-Stars have made it through the district. And now vying for the right to go to Ruston, Louisiana. Fouled away back beyond the backstop and out of play by Curry. And of course that baseball in Ruston is about 3 weeks from now. Got a lot of baseball in Ruston. Got all divisions playing in Division I and machine pitch in Division II. By the way, the last time that you will see World Series machine pitch play. It's the last year for it. Maybe not ever, but at least for a while. Levi Curry wraps it right up the middle. Nice stop on the one-hopper by shortstop Wilkie. Goes over to first with a throw. The stretch. McMurdo couldn't bring it in, and Curry will get on while Pelfrey goes to third.
Now batting number 5, Will Pagida.
So you got runners on the corners for Liam Pagida. We've got our PA extraordinaire guy up here in the box, and if he says it's Pagida, it's Pagida. Pugeda. Stepping into the batter's box, the left-hander's got a couple of base runners on. They're on the corners. Meanwhile, the run by Pelfrey plates, and Holmes County now with a 3-zip lead. No swing on the first pitch to Pagida. Jackson Peel moves to the on-deck circle. A threat of rain, according to the forecast. It was supposed to start raining at 8 this morning. Slapped up the middle, slow roller towards short. Wilkie picks up, fires over to first. And that's not going to be in time. Scoring is Curry.
Now batting number 18,
And Pagida will get on.
Peel.
And Holmes County will plate their 4th run of the game. Well, scratch that. I'm seeing 2 outs, so apparently one of these guys got out. Did not see the out that maybe took Curry out. So we'll go with the tag out that got him, and now you've got a nice play at second on the Jackson Peel shot. And now we'll go Peel. So it is 3 runs that plate in the top part of the first, and Holmes County will take a 3-zip advantage into the bottom part of the inning. I want to say a huge thanks to a couple of hotels locally that made it possible that we could stay in comfort. You've got the Apex at 7. Apex is the restaurant there at the hotel called 7, located near the raceway. And they've got the Apex burger that you're going to want to check out. It's a handcrafted burger. Never heard a burger referred to as handcrafted. But I guess in reality, that's what you got anytime you put one together. So some are handcrafted better than others, and this one, a delight. Ruby red tomatoes, sliced red onions, crisp lettuce. Your choice of cheese served on a soft, freshly baked roll. Boy, it's already got me thinking about lunch. So when you're thinking lunch, think Apex at 7. And also want to say thanks to the Inn on the Lakes, making it possible that we enjoy our stay in Sebring just a little more. I mean, we would enjoy it, period. But when you get a nice place to stay, it's that much more enjoyable. Inn on the Lakes, great place to stay. When you come down to Sebring, it is conveniently located near everything. Check it out. And thanks so much. Well, let me get a shout-out number to you. Why don't we do that after we get the lineups to you? Spring Hill comes to the plate here in the bottom part of the first, 3-zip advantage. Winton Lott will start things off for Spring Hill. Will Wilkie batting in the 2 spot. Bubba Smith hits 3rd. Easton Hawkins is the 4-hitter. George Said batting in the 5 spot. It is bunt and foul by Lott. And 0-1. Jacob Morales hitting 6th. Anthony Zito is the 7-hitter. Ian Williams batting 8th. Evan McMurdo in the 9 hole. J.J. Burton has got the 10 spot. Ryan Boyd batting in that 11 hole. And Mark Vintalcro is batting 12. One strike on Witten Lott. Aiden Millett defensively in the circle beside the pitching machine. Behind the plate is DJ Baggett. Mason Suggs at first for Holmes County. Levi Curry's got second. Shortstop Peyton Simmons. The third baseman is Trace Pelfrey. In the outfield, Hunter Nelson in left. And meanwhile, as you bring it around the horn, you've got Corbin Creel, you've got Caleb Arant, and you've got Liam Pagida all out there as well for Holmes County. Swing and a miss by Lott on a 2-strike count, and Lott will go down a strikeout victim for out number 1. All right, shout-out number. You want to send a shout-out to one of these youngsters, to one of the teams? Here it is, 334-488-1385. 334-488-1385. And here's what we're looking for in your shout-out. Of course, who are you shouting to? What team are you shouting to? Will Wilkie. Wow, that was a high fly ball that looked like it had carry on it, and I believe that was Liam Pagida who came over and made the catch. I mean, that was a hard hit ball, but carries right into Pagida's mitt. And 2 away for Spring Hill here in the bottom of the first. That's got Bubba Smith coming to the plate. 334-488-1385. Shout-outs need to include who you're shouting to, where you're shouting from, and what you're shouting about. Love to know where you're watching, or, well, listening to the game coverage today. So used to saying watching. Popped up behind second. Drifting back was Curry. Couldn't get to it. And Bubba Smith will get on for Spring Hill American. So a base runner on as Easton Hawkins comes to the plate. Again, the lack of bandwidth on the internet, forcing audio-only coverage, but wanted to be able to get you something. Swing and a miss by Hawkins. Meanwhile, taking off for second. Smith, and he'll get tagged out. So trying to steal with Smith, thrown out. And it turns into a 3-up, 3-down bottom part of the first. Well, you want to listen to this game over and over again? You can. Get your own copy of any game we broadcast in the state tournament, $5 per download. And you activate the process of getting a download by emailing info@jockjive.com. INFO, info@jockjive.com. So 1-2-3 goes Spring Hill in the bottom of the first. We head to the second. 3-zip advantage. Holmes County, they get 3 runs in the first. These games, I believe, slated for 6. Got to freshen up on all the rules. We do a lot of baseball, a lot of different divisions, a lot of different states. Was doing some machine and coach pitch in Georgia yesterday. And every state, every league different as far as their rules are concerned. So I know in years gone by, and of course the rules over the course of time altered. But at one point there was a max of 10 you could score in an inning, another point 7. And then mercy rules after a certain number of innings, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But we'll get all that together during the course of today's game. Holmes County coming to bat here in the top part of the second in a 3-zip contest as Spring Hill goes down in the bottom part of the inning. Well, here's what's coming up. You win, you play tomorrow at 1 o'clock. You lose this one, and you play tomorrow at 11. So if you want to sleep in a little bit tomorrow, got to win this one. Lose it and you're playing a little earlier. Jackson Peel coming to the plate.
Now batting number 18, Jackson Peel.
So Jackson Peel leading off, the Holmes County second. Corbin Creel, DJ Baggett due up in the inning too. And stealing base is something new. You know, I mentioned the fact that these rules are altered. I'm sure there's a committee that evaluates each season, the year, and then suggestions made, recommendations, and then decisions made as to whether to change things, keep them the same, drop things. Creel wraps into third, picked up by Smith. Over to first, and a nice dig on the first base side by McMurdo, and Peel will go out on the 5-3. Just a very nice defensive play for Spring Hill on both ends of that one. The scoop by Smith and the dig by McMurdo as Corbin Creel comes to the plate. Swing and a miss by Creel. DJ Baggett moves to the on-deck circle. So your schedule today, Holmes County and Spring Hill American Columbia now. Sebring and North Lakeland coming up at 11. And then at 1 o'clock, Mama Nature willing, Okeechobee and Spring Hill American Navy will tangle. Of course, Mama Nature playing a role. It's cloudy here in Sebring. I mentioned that there is the threat of rain and the prediction of rain. Creel waiting the pitch, foul back to the screen. One away, nobody aboard, top of the second, 3-zip score, Holmes County. Here in Sebring, Florida, we are on the Rotary Field. 4 fields in use today, a couple of fields for T-ball, 2 for machine pitch. In Division II machine pitch, Jason Thompson with the coverage. Wrapped towards second. Stopped by Lott, goes to first with a throw. McMurdo trying to make the stretch and bring it in, but instead drops. And Creel will get on.
Now batting number 16, PJ Baggett.
So Corbin Creel aboard for DJ Baggett. Hunter Nelson moves to the on-deck circle. 1 away, 1 aboard here in the top part of the inning. So Jason's over on the D2 machine pitch field, and then you got Chuck Sebastian and Mike Rideout doing the T-ball. Machine pitch wraps up on Tuesday. T-ball maybe Tuesday. There's possibility of an if game on Wednesday. DJ Baggett, the left-hander, swings, misses. Off the bag at first is Creel, faking the throw down as Hawkins. And Creel will get back to the bag. Wrapped over towards first, McMurdo scoops it up. Throws to second, trying to get the lead runner. It will pop out of the mid of Wilkie. And Holmes County with a couple of base runners on. So Baggett at first and Creel now at second. Now you notice under the hit column, nothing. Under the E column, nothing. It's really kind of a... No errors, as I mentioned. I just don't charge errors. And hits, well, some of them aren't legitimate hits. So kind of leave both blank. And really, you can almost get an idea of the hit totals based on the run totals. Obviously, a little difference. You're going to leave some guys stranded. Swing and a miss by Nelson. And 2 strikes on Hunter Nelson. Caleb Arant moves to the on-deck circle. High fly ball, right field. Throw goes to second. Meanwhile, Creel took the big turn at third. Strong throw in, though, and he's driven back by Hawkins to third. And the bases will be loaded. Creel at third, Baggett at second. Nelson, the base runner, at first.
Number 6, Caleb Arant.
And it's all loaded up for Holmes County as Caleb Arant comes to the plate. Aiden Simmons moves to the on-deck circle. Well, I don't know why I look at the iPhone weather app for weather, because it's never particularly accurate, but I'm going to check it out and see. By the way, got some shout-outs in. Shout-out to Mark Ventiloro. Oh, I see. So that is a O and not a C on the first of the two O's, and I hope I am pronouncing that correctly, by the way. Shout-out to Mark Ventiloro, a.k.a. Sweet Tea, listening from Spring Hill. And if I mispronounce, let me know. I will definitely correct it. Another shout-out to Mark Ventiloro. Shout-out to Sweet Tea number 28. Go Sweet Tea. So obviously Mark's got a fan club watching or listening back in Spring Hill. Again, my apologies. We do a lot of video work and I'm stuck on saying watch. Today you're listening to the game. Big cut by Aran. Swings and misses. And went to his knees after the big cut. He wanted a grand slam. Driving the three guys on. Creel, Baggett, and Nelson. Couple of strikes on Aran. Aiden Simmons on deck. It is swung on and missed. And Aran a strikeout. Victim 2 away. Well, Spring Hill trying to get out of a big-time jam here in the top of the second. When the bases loaded, they were loaded with one away. Now gone are two, and the base is still full. Simmons wraps it over towards third. On the two-hopper, Smith picks it up, goes over to McMurdo at first. He will make the catch, and Simmons will go down. So three are stranded. Nobody scores in the top of the second. We head to the bottom part of the inning. And Spring Hill will bring Easton Hawkins, George said, and Jacob Morales to the plate. 3-zip advantage here in the bottom part of the second. Well, you're going to want to come to jockjive.com often, because we do a lot of stuff all over the country where Dixie Youth is concerned. Got this one this week. Next week up in Bristol, and it's my understanding that they've pumped up the bandwidth there in Bristol, so we're hoping we can be able to put a picture with the audio there for the Ozone, the AAA, and the majors. And then, of course, the World Series in Ruston, Louisiana, and a lot of other youth sports, too. And then you get into the fall, and you got football, soccer, and volleyball. First of the year, basketball. Baseball will start again around, for us, about late January, early February. Softball, too. So if you are a sports junkie, then 24/7, you can come to Jog Jive. It'll be either live or it will be archived. Well, we had the umpires call the coaches now on a walkie-talkie. So I'm assuming that is with somebody in the box. And now we are hearing the walkie-talkie's little blink sound up here. So I think they were just giving some substitution information for the field up to the box. Easton Hawkins starting things off. George said will follow. "24 minutes into this one in the bottom part of the second. And in a moment, we'll get a throw down and we'll get things back underway. Well, not a particularly busy schedule. 3 games on each field today, but again, Mother Nature is possibly not cooperative. Let's check out the iPhone weather app and
now batting number 24, Easton.
See what she says. 81 currently, and forecast right now says no rain until 5 o'clock. Let's hope that holds true. Easton Hawkins stands in. Big swing and a big bat. It's kind of a fluorescent orange look to the stick for Hawkins. Popped up in the direction of center field. That will drop in as a base hit. First one of the game for Spring Hill American. And Hawkins gets on to begin the bottom of the second.
Now batting, number 44, George Said.
George Said comes to the plate next. Well, I'm hoping there's no precip until 5, or 3, I think it was, but sure looks dark here in Sebring. Popped up to short by Sid. Catch made by Simmons.
Now batting, number 1.
And there is one away in the bottom of the second. One out. Jacob Morales steps in. The right-hander awaits. The pitch not to his liking. No swing on the opening pitch. Did I get you the rest of the day's schedule? I think I did. 11 o'clock, Sebring and North Lakeland. And then at 1 o'clock, Okeechobee and Spring Hill American Navy on this field. Popped up over into foul territory, and the count goes even at 1. One ball, one strike, one away. Base runner in first, Hawkins. Jacob Morales trying to move him over. Coach puts ball in machine. Popped up over towards second. Taken on the one hop by Curry. He will go to second, but not in time, and a couple of base runners on. So Hawkins at second and Morales the base runner at first.
Now batting, number 11, Anthony Zito.
Anthony Zito coming to the plate. Ian Williams moves to the on-deck circle. So Spring Hill American with the tying run at the plate. Showing Bonzino, wraps it back up the middle. Millette comes over, grabs it. Goes over to first with the throw, but Zito's done as Zito's asked. He gets Hawkins to third and Morales to second.
Now batting, number 17, Ian
And the sacrifice will go 1-3. So 2 gone for Ian Williams. Takes the first pitch, wraps it over into right field. That is a Williams base hit. That's got Hawkins in. Morales on his way home. He scores 2. And just like that, with one swing of the Ian Williams bat, Spring Hill American getting to within a run.
Now batting, number 21,
Evan McMurdo to the plate. When you get to the top of the third, it's the top of the order coming back to the plate for Holmes County. Aiden Millette will start things off. Peyton Simmons, Mason Suggs due up in the inning, too. More shout-outs coming in. 334-488-1385. 334-488-1385. This one says, let's go George Said, number 44. And then good luck Ian Williams in Spring Hill, Columbia for the Spring Hill 14U boys. And way to go, Ian. Not Mom. Well, Mom, you got to be happy with Ian, the shot that drives in a pair of runs. So a couple of RBIs for Williams. Evan McMurdo, 1 strike. Drives it up the middle. Over to pick it up on the one hop is Curry. He'll step on the bag to get Williams. So McMurdo hits into the put out at second. But a couple of runs played on the Ian Williams shot to right field. Hawkins and Morales come in. And it is now a 3-2 game. Got a brand new contest as we head to the top of the third. Hey, don't forget about downloads of the game, $5 each. Any game, as a matter of fact, at the tournament, whether it's T-ball, whether it is machine pitch. And you start the process by emailing info@jockjive.com, I-N-F-O. info@jockjive.com. And again, for those of you inquiring where's the picture, well, the bandwidth here is just not enough to support video. So doing the best we can. Got you some audio coming out on 4 fields. As I mentioned, next week up in Bristol, they've juiced things up a little bit, so we should be able to get a picture with the audio when we head to the Ozone, the AAA, and the Majors State Tournament in Bristol starting a week from now. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Love to have you as a friend and follower. We keep you updated on everything we are doing, where we've been, and what happened once we got there. And as a matter of fact, we've got a goal. By the end of the summer, I would love for us to be at 13,000 likes on Facebook. We're about, 1,300 away. What if we went ahead and picked up about 1,000 likes today? Then we wouldn't have far to go to get to 13. On Facebook, follow us at Jock Jive Sports. On Twitter, at Jock Jive. And scores from all games posted after the fact, too. So lots of reasons to keep up. Plus, here's a big reason, especially on a cloudy day like today here in Sebring. Because if the rain hampers play, delays play, then you're going to be wondering, well, when are they going to start playing baseball again? That's the information we pass along. Aiden Millett stepping to the plate for the second time in the game. He had a base hit and scored a run in the first. Lays down a shot right up the middle. Charging in from the circle is Williams, and he makes the nice throw to McMurdo to get Millett on the 1-3.
Now batting, number 2.
So one away as Peyton Simmons comes to the plate. Simmons struck out in the first. He is 0 for 1 in the game. Mason Suggs to the on-deck circle. No swing on the first pitch to Simmons. You get a complement of 5 pitches. Of course, you don't have to wait for the 5th. It is wrapped into center field. And Simmons will get on with a base hit. So one out single has got Simmons aboard for Holmes County here in the top of the third.
Now batting, number 34, Mason Suggs.
And Mason Suggs coming to the plate. Suggs with a base hit and a run scored in the first. As a matter of fact, all of our runs thus far in the first inning. And in the top part of the first, those 3 runs scoring for Holmes County. Of course, an inning ago, you had a couple of runs plating for Spring Hill, but those are Spring Hill runs. Trying to bait the throw over to first as Simmons got way off the bag. Hawkins faking the throw. And then Simmons back to the bag at first. As I mentioned, that's one of the differences in machine pitch as compared to some of the previous years. I know when we first got started carrying DYB machine pitch baseball, there was no stealing, period. Now you do have that option. It is all about acclimating the youngster to play the game of baseball and subtly implementing those new rules. Foul out of play. Shout out to our favorite Spring Hill player, number 11, Anthony Zito. Mom and Dad are so proud of you. You've been working so hard. Let's go Spring Hill. Thanks, Mom and Dad. And go Zito. (334-488-1385) to send shout-outs. By the way, love to take calls, but can't. That's a base hit down the line. Hug the chalk into left field, and that's going to roll all the way to the fence for Mason Suggs. Simmons rounding third, coming home on his way to third is Suggs. And he will be there safely. A legitimate triple. That just hugged the line down into left field. And Suggs now at third. And Simmons in to score the fourth Holmes County run of the game. And Trace Pelfrey coming to the plate. Levi Curry moving to the on-deck circle. No swing in the first pitch to Pelfrey. Bottom part of the order coming to the plate in the bottom of the third for Spring Hill. It is Burton Boyd and Ventilora. Wrapped, a short shoestring catch made by Wilkie. Fires over to third, but able to get back his Suggs. What a nice defensive play by Wilkie.
Now batting number 13, Levi Curry.
And there's two away for Levi Curry. Liam Pugita moving to the on-deck circle. Foul out of play. More shout-outs go Jacob Morales. Grandpa Joey says hello. This shout-out simply says, let's go Easton. Another one fouled out of play. 2-strike count on Curry. Shout-out to Ian Williams from Grandpa Roger and Grandma Sharon listening in Illinois. Go Spring Hill. Hi, Illinois. Great to have you listening to the coverage. Go Spring Hill, Columbia. Let's go, Jacob Morales. Love Mom, Dad, and Justin. Mom, Dad, and Justin, thanks so much. Levi Curry popped up on the infield over at third. In foul territory. Bubba Smith able to make the catch. And Suggs will be stranded, but the Suggs three-bagger brings in Simmons and Holmes County now with a 2-run lead as we head to the bottom of the third. Well, I mentioned two great hotels. If you're coming to the Sebring area, let me recommend 7 and Inn on the Lakes. Just some terrific hotels, great places to stay, and they put you near everything. Of course, with 7, you're right there near the raceway. I mean, right by the racetrack. So if you're here for the races, you need to stay at the 7. And if you're here to be by water, then you want to be at the Inn on the Lakes, sitting right on the lakes. By the way, that's plural. Situated right along the main drive 27 through Sebring, and there's lakes on both sides of the road. And Inn on the Lakes, great place to stay and be right in the middle of everything Sebring. J.J. Burton starting things off for Spring Hill here in the bottom part of the third. Ryan Boyd and Mark Ventiloro coming to the plate. And if I'm still butchering Mark's name, please feel free to send a pronunciation guide. Throw going down from DJ Baggett, and we will get Burton to the plate to begin the bottom of the third. 6-inning games, 4-2 advantage currently. Holmes County with the lead took the 3-zip advantage after a 3-run top of the first, and then plated a run in the top of the third. 2 Spring Hill runs coming in the bottom of the second. First pitch fouled off, and also got a piece of DJ Baggett, the catcher, but DJ's like, man, listen, I'm fine. Blue coming over going, are you okay? Yeah, man. This is baseball, and I'm ready to play. Smacked over towards second, picked up by Curry, goes to first with the throw. And Burton will hit into the 4-3 for out number 1.
Now batting number 99, Ryan Boyd.
One away for Ryan Boyd. Slow roller in foul territory. Baggett will pick it up just before it reaches the chalk. Wise decision by Baggett to make sure that one doesn't travel fair. And a swing and a miss, and out he goes.
Now batting number 28, Mark Ventiloro.
So Burton Rapid into the 4-3. Boyd, a strikeout victim. 2 gone for Mark Ventiloro. In the top of the order, Whitten Lott moves to the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss by Ventiloro. It is 0-1 on the Spring Hill American 12-hitter. Playing over in right center field. Got a big fan club. Listening to the coverage all over the Spring Hill area. Good to have you listening, by the way. 334-488-1385 to send shout-outs to let us know where you are listening from. Already heard from Illinois and Florida. And got a feeling we're reaching all points in between. Swing and foul back to the screen by Ventiloro. Whitten Lott moves to the on-deck circle. Liam Pugita will start off the 4th for Holmes County. High fly ball on the infield. Calling for it at third is Pelfrey. He will make the catch. And it's a 3-up, 3-down. Bottom of the 3rd. We are headed to the 4th. Holmes County 4-2. We enter the top of the 4th. Liam Pugita coming to the plate to start things off. A little delay in getting the top of the 4th underway as they are working on the pitch machine just to make sure that it is putting the ball in the right spot. Looks like Holmes County not pleased with the fact that it's a little inside. So some more adjustments being made. That'll give us an opportunity to go to the phones and send some shout-outs. Here we go, Sweet Tea. So proud of you. Love Mommy and Aubrey. Shout out to J.J. Burton. You got this. Love Mom and Dad. Easton, you make us so proud. Play hard. We love you, Mom and Sissy. Ventiloro. Thank you very much for the pronunciation, guy. Always good. Good luck, Spring Hill, from your 2018 Spring Hill Machine Pitch World Series champions. Easton Hawkins, keep up the good playing. So proud of you. Granny and Papa Flint loves you. And go Spring Hill from Nina and Paul in Indiana. Go Will Wilkie, we are proud of you. So we have heard from Illinois, Indiana. We've heard from the I-States. Of course, there's a few more I-States, right? Indiana, Illinois. I'm about to show what I don't know about geography. Iowa, Idaho. Am I missing something? But we've heard from at least half of the I-States, Indiana and Illinois. Thanks so much for listening into the coverage. Well, it looks like they've got the machine adjusted, and Pugita is ready to come to the plate here in the top part of the 4th. in a 4-2 contest. Hats off, by the way, to Sebring. Hosted last year. We were here for these same 2 state tournaments. T-ball and machine pitch. The left-hander Pugita wraps it over towards second lot. That had a lot of heat on it. And it'll ricochet off lot and travel into right field. And Pugita will get on to begin the top of the 4th for Holmes County.
Now batting, right to Jackson.
So
Peel.
Pugita on as Jackson Peel comes to the plate. Holmes County, their manager Garrett Curry. The coaches are Tommy Simmons, Ryan George, and Scotty Suggs. Meanwhile, Spring Hill American, John McMurdo is the manager. The coaches are Brian Lott, Brian Hawkins, and Mark Ventiloro. Right-hander Jackson Peel with a base runner at first. No swing on the toss. Corbin Creel moves to the on-deck circle. Win this one and you play the winner of the Sebring North Lakeland game coming up next. Lose this one and you've got the loser of that contest. Jackson Peel 0 for 1 in the game, hit into a 5-3, sends this one into foul territory. Giving a chase is Evan McMurdo from first, but it will drop over into foul territory and send Peel back to the plate. McMurdo gets back on first. Pugita, the base runner there with nobody out here in the top part of the 4th. Popped up on the infield over towards first. It is scooped up by pitcher Williams. He will step on the bag and get Peel. Meanwhile, Pugita goes to second. So there is one away.
Now batting number 7, Corbin Creel.
As Corbin Creel comes to the plate. DJ Baggett to the on-deck circle. When you get to the bottom of the 4th, top of the order coming to the plate for Spring Hill. Witten Lott, Will Wilkie, and Bubba Smith. All 2 up for Spring Hill. Shot off the end of the stick, but over in foul territory towards right by Creel. Creel with a base hit and stranded at third in the 2nd. Batting here in the top of the 4th. We're a little better than 48 minutes into the game. And into the top part of the 4th. And apparently Hawkins a little bummed up. Not sure what happened. It was a swing by Creel and the pitch fouled off, so it's not a pitch that got to Hawkins, but I'm thinking maybe he got hit by the Creel bat. He is holding the left hand, and they are working now on the wrist area of Hawkins, so I'm thinking maybe the bat got the hand. He's a right-hander, so fortunately that's a hand that would have the mid on it, maybe offers a little bit of protection. And now all the coaches coming over to check on Easton Hawkins. And Easton says, I'm okay, though. Ready to play. Sticks the mid back on the hand, gets behind home plate, and ready for the pitch to Corbin Creel. 4-2 game. You see it top of the 4th with the base runner in scoring position. And base runner is Liam Pugita. Pugita got on with a base hit to lead off the inning. Peel with the unassisted put out over at first that got Pugita to second. And now Corbin Creel trying to drive in the run in the top of the 4th. Fouled away and stays up on the chain link. There's a little overlay where the chain link is concerned, and the baseball just found that spot and sat. So it's not that often that you get something that hits the screen and stays, but that's where it's at, so we get a new baseball in for Creel. Drives it over towards second. Lott will scoop it up on the 2-hop, goes to first with the throw. Gets Creel on the 4-3. Pugita goes to third. So 2 away with Pugita 60 feet from home as DJ Baggett steps in. More shout-outs. Let's go Spring Hill defense. Do your thing. Win the innings. Love the Zitos watching for the bleachers. Hit by Baggett to first. McMurdo will pick it up and go over to the bag and get Baggett on the put out at first for out number 3. So the leadoff single by Pugita gets him aboard, but he stays aboard. We head to the bottom of the 4th, and it's a 4-2 advantage, Holmes County. Just about all white Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Bottom of the 4th, top of the order. Witten Lott will start things off. Will Wilkie, Bubba Smith due up in the inning 2. A 4-2 Holmes County advantage. They got 3 runs in the first and got 1 in the third. Spring Hill with a couple of runs in the second. 334-488-1385 to send shout-outs. Love to hear from you and love to know where you are listening to the game from. 334-488-1385. 2. Not just what state, of course, that's great. Not just a city, that's great too. But, you know, if it's a unique spot to be listening to the game. Of course, these days, I guess there's not that many unique spots to be listening to the game. I mean, you can carry coverage with you just about anywhere. But, you know, like if you're sitting on the lake fishing, that's unique. And listening to the game. Or the bowling alley bowling and got the headphones on. I was about to say Walkmans. I was going to show my age. Now it's the Bluetooth headphones, right? That's unique. 334-488-1385. Top of the order, starting things off in the bottom of the 4th. Witten Lott, who struck out in the first, comes to the plate. Will Wilkie and Bubba Smith due up in the inning 2. Right-hander plops that neon green stick on the plate and then puts it on the shoulder and gets ready for the pitch. It is bunted right back up the middle. Charging into field as Millette goes over to first with a throw. A little too tall with a toss, and Lott is on his way to second. He looks to coach, who says, "Come on, son, head to third," and that's where he will motor. And then hops up with a loose ball. Thought about coming home, but able to get to it is Suggs. And Lott decides maybe third is okay.
Now batting.
So the runner at third could cut the lead in half here in the bottom of the 4th. As Will Wilkie comes to the plate, he popped out to center field in the first. Bubba Smith moves to the on-deck circle. Right-handers got the Easton bat, the batting gloves on, the stick held high, and the right-hander awaits the pitch. Swats it into left field, base hit that's going to bring in Lott. And Spring Hill has made this a 1-run game.
Now batting number 23, Bubba Smith.
Bubba Smith to the plate. Had a base hit in the first and then was caught stealing second. Tying run at first. Go ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 4th. Well, Wilkie broke towards second as if he was going to steal. I think baiting a throw down by Baggett and hoping it misses its mark and goes into center field. But the throw by Baggett right on target. And Wilkie will go back to first. Smith, the right-hander, awaits, pops it high into the air behind second and then into center field, base hit. And a couple of base runners on now as Wilkie is able to get to second.
Now batting number 24.
And Spring Hill has got the go-ahead run on with nobody out. Here in the top of the fourth, Easton Hawkins coming to the plate. Hawkins with a base hit back in the second. He and Morales were on when Ian Williams delivered with a shot over towards right field and drove them both in. Hawkins, the left-hander. Big cut, no contact. Couple of base runners on. Baggett will make the throw down to third, and then Pelfrey will chase Wilkie back to second. So Wilkie at second, Smith the base runner at first. Easton Hawkins trying to give Spring Hill their first lead of the game. Pops it up towards the opposite field. Charging in as Nelson can't get to it. It'll drop. Wilkie is on his way home. Meanwhile, Smith stops at second, Hawkins at first. And then an errant ball on the infield allows Smith to go to third and Hawkins to second. And Spring Hill knots it up at 4. And George Sen will come to the plate. A couple of base runners in scoring position, Smith and Hawkins. And Spring Hill trying to take their first lead of the game here in the bottom part of the fourth. Sen with a fly out to short in the second.
Number 44, George Sen.
Jacob Morales moves to the on-deck circle. Shout-out says, let's go Levi Curry in Holmes County from Ashland, Alabama. Thanks so much for Alabama listening in. Base wrap into left field for Sen. Smith comes in to score. Hawkins will be held at third. Sen is at first, and Spring Hill's got their first lead of the game. And Jacob Morales coming to the plate. So thank you very much, Alabama, for listening in. To Easton Hawkins, Spring Hill, Columbia. Keep up the good playing. So proud of you. Granny and Papa in Brunswick, Georgia. Stolen base for Sen. And now a base runner at second and third. Well, the state's beginning to pile up. We've heard from Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Indiana, Illinois. 334-488-1385 to send shout-outs. By the way, don't forget, follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Those are the numbers that we sure would like to grow. I know it's bad when you got to beg for friends. But we'd like to have you as a friend on Facebook. Follow her on Twitter. Jock Jive Sports on Facebook, at Jock Jive on Twitter. It is wrapped in the direction of left. Make that right field by Morales. But over in foul territory. Hawkins and Sen stay put. 5-4 game, Spring Hill. Bottom of the fourth, Spring Hill putting their most productive inning of the game together. They have scored 3, have 2 on, and there are nobody gone. Shot over towards short. Nice stop on the backhand by Simmons. Hops up, fires over to first. Not in time. Hawkins will come in and score. Sen goes to third. Play at third. Tagged out there is Sen. Morales taking the opportunity to go to second. Sen is out. Run plates, though, by Hawkins. And Anthony Zito will come to the plate with a base runner in scoring position. The Spring Hill coach pleading that Said was not out at third. And now the umpires will confer, and we will see. And Said has been told to stay on the diamond until the officials have given their final say. And it's official. Said is an out at third. So one away. 4 runs have played, though, in the inning. And the Spring Hill squad that came into the bottom of the 4th down by 2 currently leads it by 2. 1 away as Anthony Zito steps in. He laid down the sacrifice an inning ago that got Morales into scoring position. And eventually Morales came in and scored. This time full swing pops up to short. Catch made by Simmons, and holding at second is Morales.
Now batting number 21, Evan McMurdo.
So 2 away for Evan McMurdo. Actually, make that Ian Williams, I believe. Yes, Ian Williams, who drove in a couple of runs with a base hit to right field in the 2nd. Coming to the plate. 2 gone, bottom of the 4th when you get to the 5th for Holmes County. It'll be the top of the order coming to the plate. Aiden Millette, Peyton Simmons, Mason Suggs. Always like it when somebody comes by and drops off checks. We're big fans of a little cash. Thank you very much. Great to be here, by the way. I don't know how many years now we've been doing Dixie Youth Baseball. As a matter of fact, to be perfectly honest, it was Dixie Youth in the state of Florida that opened the door for really a lot of stuff. We now do a ton of youth sports, all the way up to Division I college athletics. Of course, those productions a little larger than these, but it all started in the state of Florida in Dixie Youth Baseball. Opened the door for JockJive.com, and we appreciate Tony Smith and Brian Cox and all the folks affiliated with Florida's Dixie Youth. Ian Williams in with 1 base runner on. No swing on the opening pitch. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 4th. A 4-run inning. More shout-outs. Go Holmes County. Liam Hunter, Levi, from Sid Calvin and Steve at the Dothan, Alabama Spa Golf Course. So playing a little golf and listening to a little baseball. Thanks so much. Let's go Spring Hill American team. We are listening to you from our pool. Rub it in. Sitting there by the pool, just relaxing, kick back, listening to a little baseball. Hey, enjoy the day. Ian Williams with a shot that got a piece of the pitching machine, so it's a dead ball after it hits the leg of the machine. So it's a single for Williams. Base runner not allowed to advance, so Morales will stay put at second. And a couple of base runners are on for Evan McMurdo. And apparently the baseball's got a scuff on it, so coach says, Blue, can we swap? I mentioned that we've been very busy. As a matter of fact, I was doing machine pitch baseball on, what is today, Saturday? Thursday in Savannah, Georgia, then yesterday in Calhoun, Georgia, coach pitch. And I bring that up because, as I said earlier, different leagues, different stuff. And where pitch machine is concerned, in the league I was working in Georgia, the official actually places the ball into the machine, but here it is the coach who places the ball in the machine. McMurdo taking the pitch. Couple of base runners on. Bottom of the 4th, 4 have scored. And Spring Hill with a 2-run lead as McMurdo awaits J.J. Burton to the on-deck circle. Well, the officials discussing what the pitch count was. And I believe that is toss number 4, and you get a compliment of 5. So McMurdo, I believe, will have to swing if this is indeed pitch number 5. And he does swing, and he misses. Well, apparently this is the 5th pitch. So that was pitch number 4. I'm not sure if one of the pitches along the way was illegal because it was a little bit high. The official may have let one slide. This is, though, the official giving the indication, pitch number 5. Fouled back. Now, you get a full complement of 5 if you want them. The way to get more than 5 is to foul one off, and that's what McMurdo did. So it is fouled back to the screen, and he'll get another pitch with a couple of base runners on, 2 gone. Bottom of the 4th. And McMurdo, who ground out the second, wraps this one to short, fielded by Simmons. Goes to third. Pelfrey will step on the bag, and McMurdo wraps into the fielder's choice that has scored 6-5 and gets Morales. But a big inning. 4 will score. It was a 2-run deficit for Spring Hill when they came into the bottom of the 4th. They will lead the 4th up by 2.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
We enter the top of the 5th, top of the order, coming to the plate. A different story for Holmes County. They have never come to the plate to bat down until now. 4 runs played to the bottom of the 4th as Lott, Wilkie, Smith, and Hawkins all coming in score for Spring Hill. And Holmes County will send Aiden Millette, Peyton Simmons, and Mason Suggs to the plate, with Spring Hill enjoying a 2-run advantage. Giant shout out to the Spring Hill Columbia team from your Spring Hill Dixie family. Bring it home again.
Now batting number 4, Hunter Nelson.
I'll scratch that. I had us at the top of the order. I got to read my pig scratching or chicken scratching, or whichever it is, a little better. We're at the bottom of the order with Hunter Nelson starting things off. Nelson with a shot towards first. A nice play by McMurdo. Going to his left, dives near the foul line and makes the catch on the liner by Nelson.
Now batting number 6, Caleb Arant.
And there is one away for Caleb Arant. So Hunter Nelson with a line out to first. Caleb Arant will step in, and Aiden Simmons will follow. 1 out in the top of the 5th, a 2-run advantage for Spring Hill American. 1 hour, 10 minutes into the opening game here on the Rotary Field. Popped up towards left field, and there is a nice catch made in left by Jacob Morales. So a pair of very nice defensive plays. Nelson out of the line out, grabbed by McMurdo, and then Arant with a fly ball caught by Morales. And there's 2 away for Aiden Simmons. Popped up by Simmons, out of play. Simmons 0 for 1 in the game. He hit into a 5-3 back in the second. Aiden Millett moves to the on-deck circle. J.J. Burton starting things off for Spring Hill when we get to the bottom part of the inning. Slow roller to Wilkie. It's short. Fires a bullet over to first, but a little off the mark. And Simmons, good wheels all the way to second. So the runner that could cut the lead in half is at second as we go back to the top of the order. And Aiden Millett will step in. Peyton Simmons moves to the on-deck circle. And now an appeal that he missed first. Throw over to the bag, and the officials say he got it. Simmons did indeed touch first, so Spring Hill wanted to appeal. He is safe, though, and stands now at second.
Now batting number 11, Aiden Millett.
Aiden Millett next. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Had a base hit in the first and scored a run, and then hit into a 1-3 in the third. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. Bouncing off the bag at second is Simmons. Looked back by Easton Hawkins. And now Millett will step back in. The right-hander choking up on the stick, awaiting the pitch. Slaps it up the middle. Reaching over to backhand is Williams. Over to first. McMurdo with a stretch, and Millett will wrap into the 1-3. 1 base hit, 1 stranded. 4 go up, 3 go down, 1 left on. Nobody scores in the top of the 5th. We are headed to the bottom of the inning. Spring Hill by a pair.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Hurts two on his set.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
We head to the bottom of the 5th, bottom of the order. J.J. Burton will start things off. Ryan Boyd and Mark Vintaloro will come to the plate as well. A 6-4 Spring Hill lead. Spring Hill trying to tack on some runs to ensure a victory. Holmes County trying to keep it at 2 with plans on picking up the sticks in the top of the 6th and getting back into the game. J.J. Burton wrapped into the 4-3 to begin the 3rd. We'll begin the bottom of the 5th. Here in the opening game of competition on Rotary Field.
Now batting number 2, J.J. Burton.
A couple of machine pitch games underway, a couple of T-ball games underway as well. Swing and a miss by Burton. And we get the 2 Division I college announcers on the T-ball field. I told Chuck that if you want to become a better announcer, you got to do a little T-ball. T-ball changes the way you broadcast a game. So we got Mike Rideout and Chuck Sebastian on T-ball. Shot right up the middle between the legs of the pitching machine, and Burton will get on with a single to begin the 5th. So a base runner aboard here in the bottom of the 5th. Ryan Boyd coming to the plate. He struck out in his last plate appearance in the 3rd.
Now batting number 99, Ryan Boyd.
Mark Ventiloro moving to the on-deck circle. Boyd laying down the bunt. Charging in from 3rd. Pelfrey with a nice play to get the out at 1st. But the Boyd sacrifice that goes 5-3 has got Burton into scoring position. One out for Mark Ventiloro. Ventiloro with a fly out to 3rd in the 2nd, or actually in the 3rd. He is 0 for 1 in the game. Top of the order, Witten Lott moves to the on-deck circle. One away, one aboard in scoring position. Swatted over towards 3rd. Pelfrey will scoop it up on the 2-hop. Goes to 1st with a throw, but the throw pulls off first baseman Suggs. Ventiloro is on, and going to 3rd is Burton. Throw goes to 3rd, and Ventiloro will take the opportunity to go to 2nd. Safely back at 3rd is Burton.
Now batting number 5, Whitney Lott.
So now a couple of base runners on as we go back to the top of the order. One away. Witten Lott, who has struck out and singled. He is 1 for 2 in the game, comes to the plate. And Spring Hill with a couple of base runners in scoring position here in the bottom part of inning number 5. And the plan for Spring Hill was to try to get some insurance aboard, and right now they've got him on. With the next question being, can they get him in? Shout out to all the baseball moms, dads, coaches, and umpires. Thanks for the great season. Thank you very much. Got a couple of finals for you in T-ball. North Lakeland has beaten Sebring 21-9. And West Volusia 30-19 over Avon Park. And of course, in T-ball, they are in pool play. In machine pitch, no pool play this year. The last 2 or 3 years, there has been. This year, no. Got a couple of different divisions, 1 and 2, but no pool play. Foul out of play by Lott. Nothing in 1 on Witten Lott. Will Wilkie moves to the on-deck circle. Couple of base runners in scoring position. Ventiloro is at 2nd. Burton, the base runner, at 3rd. Lott shows bunt. Bunt's foul. And a couple of strikes now. Witten Lott. The stick back, stretches the shoulder blades, and steps back into the batter's box, pounds the stick onto the dish, gives Coach a look down at 3rd, and now is ready for the pitch. It is the 5th, so he's got to swing. Swing and a miss. And Lott will strike out for out number 2. So 2 gone with Will Wilkie coming to the plate.
Will Wilkie.
And Wilkie asked to drive in the 2 runners that are on. And played some additional runs to try to build a little bit of a comfort zone before heading into the top part of the 6th. And that's when Holmes County will send Simmons, Suggs, and Pelfrey to the plate. Wilkie 1 for 2 in the game. He has popped out to center field. And he's got a base hit. Well, apparently the baseball's got another scuff on it. Coach coming over to the official, saying, check this out. Or maybe a little mud. So I think the baseball is all cleaned up, ready to be stuck in the machine. Will Wilkie steps into the batter's box, the right-hander. Bubba Smith to the on-deck circle. Shot over towards left field, base hit Burton will come in and score. Ventiloro holding up at third. Meanwhile, going to second with a throw to the plate is Wilkie. And Spring Hill will make it a 7-4 game. And still a couple of base runners in scoring position. So Spring Hill trying to put it out of reach. Bubba Smith, a couple of base hits, 2 for 2 in the game. No swing in the opening pitch. Easton Hawkins to the on-deck circle. All grass infield. The only dirt is around the bases. Do have kind of a, if you would call it a dog bone look, with the path that is clay from home plate to the pitching circle. Popped up in the direction of second. Curry can't make the over-the-shoulder catch. Ventiloro will come in and score. Will Wilkie to the house, too, with the throw to home plate. Bubba Smith headed to second. He's there safely.
Now batting number
2 more runs on the board.
Hawkins.
And Spring Hill makes it a 9-4 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. And Holmes County asking for time. And they will chit-chat. So again, your finals: North Lakeland beating Sebring 21-9 in T-ball. West Volusia American 30-19 over Avon Park. So your 2 T-ball games done. Still got your machine pitch going on. This one's into the bottom of the 5th. And I'm not sure where Jason's game is. The matchup in Division II, I think it is West Volusia and Avon Park maybe in that one. Here we're in the bottom of the 5th in a 9-4 game. Easton Hawkins, 2 for 2, has scored a couple of runs as well. Popped up in the direction of second. Couple of guys there trying to make the catch. Simmons and Curry, neither can. Coming in to score is Smith. Hawkins will make his way to second. And Spring Hill has built a 6-run lead. George Sand to the plate. He is 1 for 2 in the game. Has popped out to short and singled. Stole a base as well. No swing on the opening pitch. The right-hander with that. I don't know if it's a hot pink bat, but kind of a pink tint. I'm not really good on the color schemes. Of course, I'm probably going to be told as that one is wrapped into center field by Sand. Throw coming to the plate as Hawkins rounds third, comes in. He will get safely home. And with the throw to the plate, Sen will go to second. And Spring Hill now leads by 7. I'll probably be told that's magenta, not pink. Jacob Morales, 2 for 2 in the game. Right-hander steps in with Sam, the base runner, at second, and Spring Hill doing what they wanted to do here in the bottom of the 5th. Played a lot of runs and make that hole pretty deep. Holmes County knew if they held Spring Hill, they would have to overcome a 2-run deficit. But right now it's a 6-run deficit. Fouled off by Morales. Anthony Zito moves to the on-deck circle. Morales, little advice from coach down at third, comes down, talks to the Spring Hill hitter. Already got lineups from the game coming up. And, of course, in that matchup, you got Sebring and North Lakeland popped to second. Knocked down there by Curry. Won't be able to make a throw, and there'll be runners on the corners as Morales delivers.
Now batting number 11, Anthony Zito.
And Anthony Zito will come to the plate. He is 0 for 1. Laid down a sacrifice in the second that moved Morales over. And then popped out to short in the fourth. Ian Williams moves to the on-deck circle. Peyton Simmons, Mason Suggs, Trace Pelfrey due up. When you get to the top of the sixth, and that's where we're headed. Zito with a line out to second for out number 3. Leaving a base runner on, but a big inning as 5 runs will plate for Spring Hill. It's an 11-4 lead going to the 6th.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
We head to the top of the 6th, near the top of the order for Holmes County. Peyton Simmons, the 2-hitter, Mason Suggs, and Trace Pelfrey due up in the inning 2. Holmes County knows the task. They've got to get a total of 7, and their preference is 8 in the top part of the inning. Shout out says, go Jacob Morales, go Spring Hill. Love Iris, Mickey, and Grandpa Joey listening in from New York. Thanks so much, New York, for listening into the coverage. We're doing a little Georgia Military College football this fall, and we'll make a couple of trips into the Big Apple as they play Nassau and ASA Brooklyn there in New York. Good to have New York listening to the coverage as Peyton Simmons steps in to start things off here in the top of the 5th. Simmons has struck out and singled. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Mason Suggs, Trace Pelfrey due up in the inning 2. Swing and a miss. Count evens up at 1. So the T-ball done and the machine pitch keeps rocking in the first round of games on a Saturday here in Sebring. Florida's Dixie Youth Baseball here this week. Next week in Bristol for the AAA, the Ozone, and the majors. We think we'll have a little more upload in Bristol and might be able to put a picture with the audio. Swing and a miss by Simmons, 2-strike count. And this is the 5th pitch. Simmons struck out to become the first out in the first and then had a base hit in the 3rd. Popped up towards left center field, and that's going to drop in as a base hit. And Holmes County will get their leadoff hitter aboard here in the 6th as they try to mount a big-time rally. They need 7, want more. Lengthy game. We have gone 90 minutes here in this machine pitch game. Starting to feel like a regular high school baseball game as far as the time is concerned. Mason Suggs 2 for 2 in the game. No swing on the opening pitch. Foul back this direction. Winds up at the tin roof that is trying to see what it protects. In this particular case, it's not fans. It looks like it's maybe some electronics, but nonetheless on top of the roof. Got a strike on Suggs. Suggs 2 for 2. Base hits in the first and third. Pops this one up behind the plate. Reaching over is Hawkins. The ball floated back onto fair territory, and Hawkins just stuck that mid out and makes the catch, and Suggs is out number 1.
Number 9, Trace Pelfrey.
So one away with Trace Pelfrey coming to the plate. Pelfrey 1 for 2 in the game, had a single in the first, lined out to short in the third. Levi Curry to the on-deck circle. Simmons, the base runner, at first. And he's going to take off for second and get there with a stolen base. So in scoring position now is Simmons for Trace Pelfrey. Pelfrey awaiting the pitch. Drives it over towards second. Lott gobbles it up. Goes to first with a throw. Gets the out of Pelfrey on the 4-3. Simmons will go to third. Throw to third. Gets away from Smith. And that's got Simmons up and in to score. So 2 gone, 1 run plates. And 11-5 game as Levi Curry comes to the plate. And Holmes County down to their last out. Curry 1 for 2 in the game. A base hit and a fly out to third. Innings 1 and 3. Swing and a miss on the opening pitch. Liam Pugita hoping for an opportunity to bat here in the top of the 6th for Holmes County. If he doesn't get a chance, Spring Hill has won. It's wrapped at third. Grabbed by Smith, over to first. He's got it there in time, and Curry grounding into the 5-3 to put an end to this ball game. So your opening machine pitch game on Rotary Field in the books. Holmes County with 3 runs in the first. They plated a run in the third and then another run in the 6th. Spring Hill, nothing in the first, couple of runs in the second. Scoreless third, but got it on track in the 4th and 5th. 4 runs in the 4th and a 5-run 5th. An 11-5 final. Spring Hill wins it. Thanks so much for listening to our coverage. Great to have you on the other end of the broadcast. Thanks for all the shout-outs. More baseball coming. As in about a half hour, Sebring takes on North Lakeland. Robert Williamson saying so long, everybody.